as a mountain, I am strong and tall. With my head to the sky and my fingers down. My arms are strong, legs together and straight. I'm strong as a mountain when I concentrate. The fancy name for mountain is Tadasana. Here we're strong like a mountain. For triangle, I jump my feet out wide. Point my toes over to the side. I keep my hips pointed to the front. Now I tip to the side with a super straight trunk. Hands in triangle, have energy going through the fingertips. Wave hello to the ceiling, and like a puppet, pretend you have strings connected to your fingertips to lift you straight up. And let's do the other side. Now I turn my toes to the other side. Keep my arms out nice and wide. I reach my head up to the sky. Like a teapot, I tip to the other side. Reed, why do we call this pose triangle? Why do we call it triangle?
Because it looks like a triangle.
Does it look like a triangle in your legs and my legs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now same thing, wave up to the ceiling and reach up. Fingertips together and jump. Back to Tadasana. For warrior two, I jump my feet out wide. Point my toes over to the side. I lower myself as I bend one leg. Reach arms wide, turn to the side, my head. Now I turn my toes to the other side. Keep my arms out nice and wide. I lower myself as I bend the other leg. Reach arms wide, turn to the side, my head.
Mama.
And lift up through the bent knee, fingertips together, and jump.
Mama.
To start ragdoll, I stand straight as a door. Put my hands on my hips, move my head toward the floor. Now grab both elbows and hang my head. Just like a ragdoll who's a sleepy hen. Come back up on your ragdoll, put your hands on your hips, lift up through the chest, back to Tadasana, or mountain pose. Now the chair pose is funny because there is no seat. Sit down on the air just behind my feet. Put my arms up high and my bottom back. It seems that I really have gotten the knack. For tree pose, stand on one strong leg. Lift the one foot and put it on that leg. My knee points out to the side of me. Hands together to enjoy the tree. Or hands in the air to enjoy the tree.
Or.
Now we switch to the other side. For tree pose, stand on the other strong leg. Lift the other foot and put it on that leg. My knee points out to the side of me. Hands together to enjoy the tree. Or hands in the air to enjoy the tree.
I'm doing it.
Good job.
It doesn't kind of hurt.
For eagle, stand on one bent leg. Around it, wrap the other leg. I wrap my arms around as well. Hands together and hold it a spell. Lift up through the elbows. Breathe through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Unwrap. And let's do the other side. For eagle, stand on the other bent leg. Around it, wrap the other leg. I wrap my arms around as well. Thumbs toward my face and hold it a spell. Slowly unwrap back to Tadasana. For standing V, I jump my feet out wide. My toes straight ahead with my hands on my side. I bend forward first, back straight as a door. Then curve my back and point my head toward the floor. This is standing V. To come out of standing V, lift your chest up, hands on your hips, and back to Tadasana. For Mosquito, step my one leg back. Grab both elbows behind my back. Move my chest toward the wall in front of me. Keep my back super flat like a table for tea. Here you could even buzz like a little mosquito. Lift up through your chest. Step the back foot forward to meet the front. Unwind through the arms, and let's do the other side. For Mosquito, step the other leg back. Grab both elbows behind my back. Move my chest toward the wall in front of me. Keep my back super flat like a table for tea. Bzz. Mosquito pose. Lift up through the chest. Step the back foot forward and release. Back to Tadasana. For Warrior One, I jump my feet out wide. Stand up tall, put my hands on my side. To the side, I turn my whole body. Now reach to the sky and bend my knee. Make sure that front knee isn't bending over your front toes. Straighten that front leg. Hands back on our hips. Let's go to the other side. Now I face the front with my arms to the sky. Turn my body to the other side. I lower myself, my front leg bends. Relax my shoulders until the end. And why don't you give yourself a little smile here in Warrior One as well. Lift up, straighten that front leg. Turn the toes to the front, fingertips together, and jump. For frog pose squat, I put my hands in Namaste. My elbows press out, my knees this way. Heels on the floor, back straight as I can get. And leap off the floor with a really loud ribbit. For Pretzel, sit with my legs crossed, crisscross, applesauce. Reach my head up to the sky, put my hands upon my thighs. Legs like a pretzel, which legs inside? Switch my cross to the other side. With my new leg tucked inside, reach my fingers to the sky. Now reach out in front of me, bottom on the floor, reach past my knees. Switch my legs again once more, and reach my fingers to the floor. Walk those hands back up. In the L pose, legs are straight. Sit up tall, now that's the way. Reach my arms up to the sky. Up, 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 now stretch my sides. Point my toes up straight and tall. Reach for my toes, legs straight, chest tall. Come back up. That was L pose. My legs are like a V. Come and sit up straight with me. Put my hands right by my hips. Push up tall through my fingertips. Point my toes up to the sky. Lengthen my chest and head up high. For butterfly, touch feet left and right. Squeeze together with all my might. Sit up straight, shoulders relaxed. Toward the floor, knees go at last. My hands around, my feet over shins. Lift my chest tall with a great big grin. Big butterfly begins like the small one, feet together and sit up strong. With my first two fingers, hold my big toes. Lift my feet back straight as a door. Slowly straighten my legs out wide. A butterfly with a great big smile. For turtles, sit with my legs outstretched. Bend knees, legs apart, my feet flat on the mat. Now bend forward at my waist. Slide my arms under my legs. Try to touch my head toward the floor. Hands around my feet and relax some more. Or my arms around my body and relax some more. I sit with my legs out to start cow pose. Bend knees, legs apart, my feet flat on the floor. Slide one leg under the other. Top knee lines up with the other. Now my arms meet behind my back. Sit up tall and give my arms a piggyback. This is cow pose. Moo, moo. Now unwind and let's do the other side. I want you to keep your hand on the leg that you slid underneath you this time, because that's the leg that's going to go on top. I sit with my legs out to start cow pose. Bend knees, legs apart, my feet flat on the floor. Slide the other leg under the other. Top knee lines up with the other. Now my arms meet behind my back. Sit up tall, give my arms a piggyback. Moo, moo. For flowers, start like a butterfly. Arms around my shins in front of each thigh. Lean back a bit, lift my legs in the air. Lift chest high, back straight in mid-air. Try to hold this balance a while. The flower is fun and I do it with style. Begin an L pose to start the half butterfly. Bend one leg, bring foot to inner thigh. My arms way up like a big tall tree. Move my chest toward the wall in front of me. Reach, reach, reach with a wide open chest. Grab my shin or my foot and take a little rest. Now let's do the other side. For sailboat, begin in L pose. Bend one leg, bring my knee toward my nose. Lift bent leg over straight leg. Now put my foot on the floor and sit up tall. Move my elbow to the outside of my knee. Sit tall, twist trunk, look behind me. Pretend like you're a sailboat sailing on the ocean with the breeze through your hair. Unwind, back to L pose. For sailboat, begin in L pose. Bend the other leg, move my knee toward my nose. Put my foot on, lift, bend, leg over straight leg. Now put my foot on the floor and sit up tall. Move my elbow to the outside of my knee. Sit tall, twist trunk, look behind me. Slowly unwind, back to L pose. Downward dog, hands and feet on the floor. Lift my hips up to the sky. Straighten my arms, relax my head. Heels toward the floor, now give it a try. Hands and feet on the floor for cat. Drop my head and lift my back. Drop my back and lift my head. A few more times like a stretching cat. For crane pose, squat, hands on floor like crane feet. Bend my elbows, put my shins on my arms. With my knees near my armpits and my body weight forward, lift my feet up off the ground. Sit on my feet to begin lion's pose. On my thighs, I put my lion paws. Breathe into my chest like a big proud lion. Eyes wide, tongue out, big roar from my jaws. For kicking mule, bend, put my hands on the floor. Footsteps forward, put my weight on my arms. Kick my back foot up into the air. As a mule, hee-haw with lots of charm. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Now don't forget to do the other side. Bend the other foot and kick off the back. Kick my back foot forward into the air as a mule, hee-haw with lots of charm. Hee-haw, hee-haw. For boat, I sit with my knees near my chest, lean back on my hands and lift my feet. Lift one hand, then switch to the other. Try both hands, it's quite a feat. For crab, I sit with my knees near my chest, on my hands and feet, lift my hips to the sky. Take a little walk around the room, do my best to keep my hips up high. Sit on my feet to begin rabbit's pose. Clasp my hands behind my back just right. Place the top of my head onto the floor, my arms and hips up to the sky. Make sure you're rolling to the crown of your head, not your forehead, so we don't want any crunches in our neck. Gently pause before coming back up. Hands and knees on the floor for dolphin, elbows to the floor and clasp my hands. Turn my toes to the floor, lift my hips towards the sky. My legs are straight, look past my hands. Hands and knees on the floor for scorpion, elbows and palms down to the floor. Lift my hips to the sky, relax my head, lift bent leg like a tail with power. Ooh. Try to keep your hips aligned here in the same direction and switch to the other side. Lift that other bent leg like a tail with power. To start the slide, I sit like an L, lean back on my hands, my fingers point back. Hips to the sky, legs straight, point my toes. My body makes a slide, my head tips back. Sit like an L to begin fish pose, my feet together with my knees to the side. Elbows to the floor, lift my chest to the ceiling, my chest even higher with my chin towards the sky. For pigeon, start on my hands and knees. Slide one knee between my hands. My front foot scoots to the other hip. My back leg long, stretch as high as I can. Don't forget to breathe here. Come on back to all fours. Curl that back toe under. Meet your knees together, and let's do it on the other side. For pigeon, start on my hands and knees. Slide one knee between my hands. My front foot scoots to the other hip. My back leg long, stretch as high as I can. Lie on my tummy to begin crocodile. Clasp my fingers behind my neck. My legs are strong, together and straight. Lift my chest up off the mat. You can even show your crocodile teeth here. Good job. I lie on my tummy for swimming pose. Arms out front and my toes way back. Lift my chest, arms and legs begin to swim. Arms to my side, legs apart, start again. I lie on my tummy to start the bow pose. Bend my knees and grab my feet. Lift my chest up to the sky. Into my hands I push my feet. Snake pose on my tummy, squeeze legs together. Hands under my shoulders, I lift my chest. Shoulders relax, my spine is flexible. As a snake, I make a really loud hiss. I lie on my tummy to start the swan pose. Bend my knees and point my toes. Push my hands into the floor. My feet toward my head with my chin up high. Kneel on the floor to begin camel pose. Hands on my hips and my elbows back. Lift my chest up to the sky. Look to the wall behind my back. And you can choose to do that a couple of times. Just don't forget to breathe. I start on my back to begin the rainbow. Feet by my bottom and hands by my head. When my palms on the floor, fingers point towards my feet. Push my body up with my arms and legs. Now don't forget, look straight down at your mat. Don't look side to side here, and pull those knees in towards each other. And when you come back down, tuck your chin so that your neck stays safe. Lie on my back to begin down bug pose. Knees near my chest, knees apart, reach my feet. Grab the edge of my feet, lift my soles to the ceiling, knees towards the floor, let me hear buzzing. Sit on my feet to begin child's pose. Bend and place my forehead on the floor. My tummy relaxes between my thighs. Arms by my side and relax some more. To start the bridge, I'm on my back. Feet by my bottoms, arms by my side. Lift my hips up to the sky. On a bridge, a car enjoys a ride. I start on my back to begin bike pose, lift my legs and hips off the floor, put my hands on my back and begin to pedal. What will we see on our biking tour? Now here, I want you to make sure you're watching your feet pedal to keep your neck safe. And we're working to stack those hips over our shoulders. To come down, gently release, look behind you, and rest. Lie on my back to begin the plow pose, over my head, swing my legs and hips, put my hands up by my back, my legs are straight, hold the pose for a bit. So this is plow pose. And I want you to make sure that you're looking right at your knees, guys. Keep making sure we're not looking side to side to keep our necks safe. And to come out slowly, lower those legs, hips first back on the ground, and look behind you. In Savasana I lie, close my eyes, I give it a try. I pretend I'm floating on a cloud. Imagine I hear my breathing out loud. Breathe in, breathe out, try it through my nose. There's no more work needed in this pose. First I relax my feet and knees, relax my legs and tummy with ease. Relax my head, relax my back, relax my shoulders as I get the neck. My arms and hands, my legs and head, my body melts like I'm in my bed. Namaste is a greeting we use in yoga. The light in me honors the light in you. Hands together in front of my chest, bow my head and we say Namaste. Namaste.